Guys, we do not have any electricity. I'm still going to groom this little pup here. I gave him his bath, but we're going to have to do this without any electricity. We're going to try to dry him the best we can, and let's do this. The lights out. All right, so we need to dry him by hand, just rubbing between my fingers like this. I wonder how they did it back then, you know. Did they have groomers when there was no electricity? And I'm gonna go check on the internet, find out if there's how grooming was back then, and maybe I'll insert that information in this video here.
I'm going to read some info here that I found on the net. It says that in ancient beginnings, dog grooming has roots as far back as ancient Egypt, where dogs were highly valued and sometimes adorned with jewelry and oils. Although it wasn't grooming as we know it, people believed dogs deserved special care. The first professional groomers were in the 17th and 18th centuries. French royalty popularized dog grooming as we know it today, especially with the poodle, which became a symbol of luxury. These early groomers hand-trimmed the dogs to create stylish and functional cuts, particularly for hunting dogs. The poodle cut, for example, was initially done to protect the dog's joints and organs while allowing it to swim faster. So, with no electricity back then, grooming in the 1800s meant using manual tools like shears, combs, and brushes. So groomers relied on their hands and skills to create shapes and patterns. Groomers had to be incredibly skilled because every cut was done manually. As for the arrival of electric clippers, electricity didn't come into grooming until the early 20th century. The first electric clippers were created in the 1920s, revolutionizing grooming by making it faster and more consistent. Before this, everything was done with scissors and blades. As for when dog grooming got popular, dog grooming as a mainstream profession began in the U.S. around the 1930s and 40s. Pet salons started popping up with specialized tools and techniques, which laid the foundation of the modern grooming industry. Dog baths in the past, before running water in fancy tubs, grooming was often done outdoors or in a simple basin, and shampoos weren't dog-specific. They used basic soap or even horse shampoo to clean the dogs, which didn't always have the best results for fur health. By the mid-1900s, dog shows became popular, which brought more attention to the art of grooming.
All right, so I'm going to continue here, just combing him a bit, and I'm going to use my little slicker brush here. He's not too knotted up. If this was a cotton de Tulle, I don't think I would have, I'm not sure if I would have been able to do it. I mean, they're so long to dry, and his hair's so short, so I figured, yeah, why not? All right, so I'm just going to continue here doing his little pads. So, doing the pads with scissors, I'm going to be sure not to be cutting flat on his. When you do it with scissors, you got to keep your scissor up and away, not flat like this on the foot. So we're just going to be up and away just a little like this. And you pull out, go in manually, just pull some of those hairs out. And you got to be really careful, really slow. Because if you cut those hairs, if you cut those toes, sorry, these toes, they bleed a lot. So of course, logically, I can't go in as short as I would than if I would go in with the clipper. As you see, I'm staying in an up angle. So instead of being flat and cutting flat like this, I'm turning the scissors just a slight bit and coming in like this. So there's less chance of cutting that, that little foot. Let me use this here. Fluff that up, go upwards. And always before cutting, think before cutting. Don't just keep jumping in and cut. Just think before snipping, okay? Think and say, is this safe? Am I okay? Is there, So I did the best I could. So I got all these toes here. You gotta see all those toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See those toes? Okay, I'm gonna do the other one. Do it again. Like this little brush here. Just dusts off all of that hair. upwards, moving the hair around with that brush, work with your fingers. As long as you're going up in an angle, you don't want to snip that. All right. No electricity, what happened? So we don't know what happened. We don't know why there's no electricity. Yesterday we had so much crazy wind. It was raining. It was, on Halloween it was crazy warm out there. I was wearing my flip-flops, and usually here in Montreal, Canada, usually it's pretty freezing, and I've seen snow before too, so that was really weird. But we got a hit of wind and really bad weather, rain and wind and the cold, everything just hit yesterday. So I'm just gonna move on and we're gonna continue on with the rest. So little Henry's being a bugger. He just wants to keep turning and turning. So I have to kind of figure it out here because he's just pulling. And when you got scissors in your hands and they're pulling like that, it's not always the best, right? Hang on, hun. Get down here. Hang on. Hang on. Just pull him closer to me. Hang on, hang on. It's not an easy feat. Feet, get it? Haha, not an easy feat. The same kind of feet. No, 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 no. I said stay like that. Don't move. No, don't move. Wait, 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 wait. Okay, then I'm gonna go to this side then. So I'm gonna have to put you in the groomer's helper, huh? To get you to stop squirming like that. Yeah, groomer's helper. You might not like that because it kind of keeps you from not moving. Guys, see how much longer it is doing this by hand? I know some people do this a lot, like by hand, but okay, so I'll just leave it at that. That's fine. It's good enough for me. Let's do his toesies, if he lets me. Well, these are, so we don't need electricity for this, of course. Just gonna clip that, get that done with. A little more off here. No, no, no. He's a squirmy one. Really? No. No. Are we going there? No. 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 Wait. Henry. Wait. I'm just taking a little bit off. He's being squirmy. No. Okay, well, I'll try to do it from the front. Whoo-wee! You got some character. So, it's either you see the clip, you see the snipper, or we don't. I'm gonna put you on the groomer's helper. I'm gonna put you on the groomer's helper. No, no, no. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna put him on the groomer's helper, guys. He's being a bugger. Being a bugger, I want to get those nails done. They're pretty long. They need to get done. The reason why I use the groomer's helper is for him to not turn his head. I don't want him squirming too much. If he squirms too much on the groomer's helper, then I'll take him off of the groomer's helper because I still don't want any accidents, right? So we're gonna go in slowly and see how this works. Sometimes they're just fine with it, and they just let me do my job, like he's doing right now. Hey Henry, those toenails were really long. You needed to be done. You had any thumbs? Yes, of course you got some thumbs. I'm just gonna finish this off here. So no electricity this morning. We don't need electricity for this part. No, we don't. Why is your nail so turned? You might yelp. Did you yelp? No, you did not yelp. Okay. Okay. I did that one a while ago. Now there's this one to do. And another one here. That's pretty long. And this one to do also. No moving. No. See, so the groomer's helper just holds his head here. He tries to pull away or turn his head, he can't. So when you gotta do the feet in the back, if they're trying to turn around and snap at you, it's perfect for that. Instead of putting on a mask or what, a muzzle. Instead of doing that. Okay, we're done. Okay, see, that's it. I just didn't want you to turn your head and start, fussing with me. So you keep that one on. There you go. You're all good. Okay. Whew, so that's done. Let's get into the cut, guys. Let me get into the cut, because you guys are here for that, right? Here for the cut, to see how we do this on a wet dog. On the wet dog. Come on, doggy. That's pretty okay. Drying pretty nicely. Still not dry. I'd say he's about 75% dry, 80% dry. His legs are not bad. There, can we turn here? See? By brushing and combing through, it does help. You can come back in if you want to wipe some more. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, so let's get into some scissoring, guys. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so bear with me. This is not a competition cut. It's nothing like that. This is just taking care of the dog. Getting its needs met, the needs of being clean, cleaning the ears and the eyes, which we gotta do. Show me those eyes. Getting rid of hair in the face and the bum, clipping those nails, making sure there's not too much hair between those pads. So this is about taking care of the dog. You don't have any electricity, you're at home, you're in the middle of giving a bath, and suddenly this happens. Or you're pressed for time, or you're working, you're grooming, and your client is coming in not too long. Your dog's still wet because there's no electricity. What do you do with your dog? So what am I going to do? I'm going to just clean the eyes. The eyes are fine. They don't need any cleaning. He had a little pooper there, but doesn't need any cleaning. So I'm just going to wipe that off. You have electricity. The electricity just came in. I noticed my fish, the light is on, and I felt some heat from back here. Oh my. I thought that the whole room would be no electricity. So I am going to quickly use the dryer now that the electricity is back, and let's turn some lights on. And just finish them off. We almost did it, guys. We almost did a whole room without electricity. How many of you guys think I should have continued the groom without the electricity? Let me know in the comments if you would like to see that. Maybe I could do a room like that with one of my dogs. The reason why I'm not going to finish without electricity is because I have a paying client here, and she knows the electricity is bad for sure because she lives in my area. And if I would have finished the dog without electricity, and you know, the cut wouldn't have been the same and all, so I'm going to give her that service just the same. See how quick it is with the clipper? I'll stand him up because he wants to pull. All right. Hang on. There. Okay, you show your belly. Let me show you your belly. Seriously, I'm really thinking of doing a video like that. Just let me know. Look at his belly. See how he's good right now, but he just wants to pull all the time. He wants to get away from me. He wants to fly away. Just like Lenny Kravitz says. There. See how much cleaner that is? Can you go under your arms? Can you show me that? So much fluffier when we dry them with the dryer, right? That's why that the cut would have not been the same. It would have not, you know, looked the same. So guys, I still would have been able to cut. This is cordless, but cutting on damp hair with that, I'm not too sure how that would have looked. It would have been choppy, I think. We'd have to try. We'd have to try. But all in all, the day is saved with electricity. Unless electricity goes out again, which does happen sometimes. Water. All right, so we're going to continue the cut. I'm going to continue the cut here. So I'll continue on, and if ever there's anything I need to explain, I will slow down the video. See, when doing the leg here, and I want to come in here and create this curve, what I'll do is I'll just hold the leg and I'll press on the knee so that the leg stretches out. So when they pull their leg like that, if you press on the knee lightly, just to hold that leg out. And I'll hold it out, and then you can come in and do that curve you want to do. That's a tight spot. Okay, so I do the top. And I'm just holding that leg. I'm not hurting the dog. I'm just holding it straight, very lightly. He's not pulling back, so. Then I'll drop the leg down. Just come in and come bring my other curve back in here. Yes. Okay, continue on. We'll continue. You're being a good model today, aren't you? Hey, little one. You are. You're a good boy. You're a scrummy good boy. And see, you'll notice that, see all these curls he has? Well, because he was drying on his own, you know, because it was drying, air drying, not like with no dryer, the curls started to set in. You know, with a force dryer, it pushes the hair. It pushes the hair and straightens it all out. Therefore, when it's just drying on its own like that, it's got its curls going on. The straightener. I'm just gonna move on, guys. And when you're pulling the hair up like this with a comb, so I want to just comb straight down. I want to cut straight down. He has very fluffy hair. He's not, if he was one of those Yorkies that has nice silky hair, I would just grab all of that hair and just bring it underneath like this. And then I'd cut straight like that, and I'd call it a day. You know, I'd cut everything to one side and be done with it. But because he's fluffy, I like to make him fluffy legs. So I'll bring all of the hair upwards up over here and give it a light tap so that it falls a little more naturally. And then I'll come in and cut straight down. Pull this all up, give it a light tap, just lightly, just make everything nice and straight. And I'll probably come in with my scissors after. Well, I will come in with my scissors, my other scissors, my thinners. And I'm going to do scissor over comb. And see if the electricity was still out, that's what I would have done. I would have done a scissor over comb in general. I might have tried my clipper because it's battery operated. A scissor over comb is just this. Here. We're just tipping the edge. And I would have probably tried with my clipper, depending, you know, how that would go through and what it would look like. And then I would have finished it off with my scissors here like this. Again, the finish would not have been the same, wouldn't be the same than if you dry the dog completely. If you don't enjoy using the comb, you can just float above like this. I like using my comb. It just gives me direction to where I need to clip. And then it's a lot better like that, okay? Hang on, honey. So I'm going to continue here and move on. The tail, the tail, the tail. Always a complicated thing. They don't want us to touch the tail. So I just guide the dog up. If he wants to sit, he can always go around like this. He's turning, so I don't want to do that. No. Just gonna stand him up straight, cut some of that off. Okay, and then I'll come back in, do it again. I just do it again. I create a flag. I do it a second time because sometimes you'll have some sticky outies, and then I gotta go look on the other side also. So just once in a while, you hold the tail nice and straight, but once in a while, come in, try again. Like that. Just gotta, again, just sit up straight. I'm gonna be holding the dog up by the tail. That's good enough. That's good enough. Lift up. See under here. Often I'll check here. Put that out of the way. Maybe the comb will help keep it down low. Try to keep that comb there. Keep that tail out of the way. I don't want to cut your tail. There. And whoa, here. Put some extras here.
Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.